What is your name?
My name is Nyanya.
Okay, this refuse dump where you carry, where you they carry and come from?
From Mopo quarters.
Mopo quarters.
Yes.
Okay, where you they carry the dirty they go?
Karu dumping.
Karu dumping.
Yes.
Okay, this Karu dumping, now there you supposed to drop this dirty.
Yes, ma'am.
Now there.
Now there.
So how long you don't they drop this dirty for that place? How long they don't they put the dirty for that Karu place?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes,
okay, so now there you they carry am go now.
Yes,
okay, make we carry, make we say they go drop am for them.
It's my Nigeria.
Welcome to This My Nigeria, the show that brings to light places, stories you probably never paid attention to, even though they shape daily life in this city. On this edition, I'll be talking about improper waste disposal in the city center. My name is Choice Okosun, and the program is reaching you from Click Ninja online channel. Stay with us. The founding fathers of Abuja came up with a master plan, amongst others, to make Abuja the cleanest city in the country. Abuja is known for organized streets, well-planned infrastructure, a capital that represents pride. Despite this reputation, waste management seems a challenge in some areas in Abuja. The video you just watched is the indiscriminate dumping of refuse. Diseases, devastation, and even death is the reality of some Nigerians in different parts of the Federal Capital Territory due to what we all know as improper refuse dump. A resident of Nyanya, Abuja, shares a story about the growing waste disposal crisis in his community. It laments the challenges of the health realities of living around refuse dumps and how it has affected daily lives in their community.
The government needs to intervene in this process to prevent people from having health hazards. Not for anything, but to have respite from this scourge. There are a lot of diseases that are going around harming people. It is not good and it's not fair. The government should do something about it. This refuse should be reduced periodically, or they should find a permanent place where they can be pouring it for the public to have peace. And now we have the smell. The smell is overbearing. There is a certain person that the smell disturbed. The smell disturbed him so much, he was rushed to the customs hospital. At the end of the day, we lost him. We are begging the government and the contractors in charge of the refuse disposal that have been given the contract to evacuate this refuse should please evacuate periodically and on time.
Children, adults walk through these heavily infected areas and are open to all sorts of contamination. Like most Nigerians, they only hope that the government and relevant authorities to urgently intervene and provide a lasting solution to avoid more damages or being affected by the improper refuse dump. I went around some major areas in the FCT, places like Karu, Jikwoyi, and Nyanya. I always see refuse heaped along the road. At the Nyanya market roadside, it has practically turned into an open dump site. The refuse spilling into the market and the walkway. We moved over to Karu, and the situation there was just alarming because there were some things like what looks like a mountain heap of refuse dump, and with people standing around dumping their refuse in that same heap of refuse dump. Finally, my crew moved to Jikwoyi, where we visited some families who were literally living by the side of this refuse dump.
This is our site. Our government allow people to pack a dustbin our side here. Sometimes like this, we know the fit breathe. When they are packing it now, you enter inside their room, lock your door. If not, you cannot breathe. To eat for outside man our Allah. Make government look after this thing. Make them comot this thing for our side here. Because the thing, even they only go slow. When this thing they cost here, when you put us to come back in our wahala. If you go Nyanya market to come back, maybe you go reach how many hours before you enter your house. So make government look after this thing, make them stop up for us.
Actually, I don't know why they are showing the TV. My own, I'm just supplying container here. I used to sell it for they used to
That is the reason for government, you know, get till again. Only that one remain.
They just got refuse whichever way they want in that axis, and it's affected many, not even business alone. It affects both business and life, because when you look at it, it is very hazardous and it's not good for our health. So it has affected us negatively, both business and health-wise.
Why are they pouring the refuse here? And the refuse is causing harm to a lot of people. The smell is overbearing and is causing harm to a lot of people. The government should do something about it. Not for anything, but for the sake of peace. There are a lot of diseases going around. This thing should be reduced periodically. It should be put aside. Find a permanent place to evacuate this refuse.
Over time, it has been a landfill for like 15 to 20 years, since 1998, thereabouts. People have been dumping refuse there. So consistent dumping of refuse now made it a somewhat official place where you dump refuse over time.
The dumping of refuse has been a long time. It has been going on for a very long time. And even the process of dumping the refuge or packing the refuge to dump in somewhere else takes a lot of time. The smell, the people who pack the refuge to go and dump, they take a lot. They don't cover it. They don't cover the vehicles they use in dumping the refuge, and as a result, you see the refuge dumping all along the road, disposing. In short, you see everywhere smelling.
Beyond being an environmental issues and improper waste disposal, this can lead to serious health and safety risks, exposing the residents to diseases, pollution, and other dangers, increasing the risks of flooding and rapid spread of disease. Some roads in Abuja have marked several hotspots of refuse dump right on the road, and sometimes cause more road blockage. Is waste disposal the duty of the government or authorities who dispose the waste improperly? Or is it a social responsibility? Most citizens think the government should be able to take action with regards to this issue. Whose responsibility is it to get rid of the heap of refuse dump on the roadside? Join me next time as I take you through another location in the FCT that needs a closer lens and attention. Share your direct experience on refuse dump in your areas. Send us a DM on Facebook and Instagram at Click Nyanya. Follow us on social media handles. Subscribe on our YouTube at Click Nyanya. Listen live to us on www.clicknyanya.gov.mg. My name is Choice Okosun. Bye for now.
It's my Nigeria.